think it's going to be a really exciting one, to be honest with you. Obviously, local derby, Leeds Huddersfield. Leeds are probably the most informed team in the country.
In the world?
Yeah, some might say that, but they're looking really, really good. The way they're playing at the moment is fantastic. And I think the only game that they've lost this year is that one Chelsea during the week. But Huddersfield, they're in some form since Darren Moore left. The whole club has just had a massive lift. The tactics are a lot better. The players want to play. That was under Jonathan Worthington, and now the new manager come in, Andre, and he again is just following on from what Worthers did, and the players look like they really want to be there. Good victory against Watford at the weekend. It's going to be tight to call because everyone's going to up the game. Leeds are going to be dangerous, but Huddersfield equally, they can be too. Hey, how are we doing, mate? You all right?
But look, there's been a lot of good banter between a lot of the supporters this week, especially since Leeds' last game against Chelsea on Wednesday evening, losing out narrowly down in the capital 3-2 in the FA Cup. But they're more focused on this season, focused on what may happen at the end of the year. Currently sitting in second place on 72 points. Leeds looking to go back up to the Premier League, where Town a little bit further down in 19th on 37 points, trying to get away from that relegation scrap. They're not fully away from it. He's got some work to do, but it's been looking well for the home club recently. Leeds are trying to sing, but there's plenty of booing going on, so we can't really hear it as Patrick Bamford gets us underway for this Sky Bet Championship fixture. Huddersfield Town versus Leeds United here at the John Smiths Stadium. And Rodon can try and break forward on the right-hand side. Over to Archie Gray on the halfway line. Inside to Bamford. Touches just about good enough to get to Nonto. Back to Gray down the right-hand side. Options through the middle. And it's gone into Rutter. Forward to Nonto. Square. Glenn Kamara looking to take the shot. Somerville saved by Nichols somehow. Great chance for Leeds. Even better save by Lee Nichols. Somerville really should have been putting that ball in the back of the net. Glenn Kamara trying to turn around Matty Pearson. Can't manage to do so. So Sorba Thomas can put a bit of a counter-attack on down the right side, looking to cross onto Redoni on the edges, onto his left foot, forward to Danny Ward inside the area, and instead of just taking the touch and holding the ball up, turns for some reason, and the ball goes into Melier, and that's a wasted opportunity. The Town eventually do go long, looking for Danny Ward. He'll probably lose out on this one. He's actually managed to win it, and then Jonathan Ogg picks up the seconds for Sorba Thomas. Flicked on by Bergzog. Onto Redoni, shoots, does Redoni, aiming for that top left-hand corner as he faces it. Great save by Elin Melier up to his right-hand side. The options was the pass forward to Danny Ward, but instead Redoni goes by himself from about 25 yards away, and it was rising, and I think equally a good shot and equally a good save. Town corner over on the right-hand side. And Ampadu, long throw, down the line, won by Mihail Helik. That's his first touch of the ball in play for quite a while. He goes straight out of play. Nice to have you back, Mihail. St John's ambulance again. We're going to need a protein shake by the end of this one. Sorba Thomas bottles out the challenge with Ampadu. Matty Pearson doesn't bottle out the challenge with Nonto, though, who's still down, and that is not a foul any day of the week at all. They're both gone for the ball, both looking at the ball in the air, but Matty Pearson's just won it. It's not his fault that Nonto shined out the challenge at the last moment, a bit like Sorba Thomas just bottled out the challenge with Ethan Ampadu. But Nonto will more than likely get up in a moment, have to come off the field and go back on absolutely fine. But more importantly, St John Ambulance up on their feet again. Will be an outswinger, and Nonto again, all over Jonathan Hogg. towards the back post. Melee punches, but only to far. The Sorba Thomas again down this right hand side, looking at the back post. Tom Lees heads up, over to Kasuma on the edge of the box, looking for the shot. And Bergzorg, and somehow there's a free kick and a yellow card for David Kasuma for trying to take a shot. And he's here on the, and another free kick. Pearson gets a yellow card for a tackle on Somerville, who we're going to get up and take this free kick any moment now. He's passed forward, straight into the feet of Hellick. Really poor from Patrick Bamford. And should be a yellow card here for Patrick Bamford by how the referee's doing everything. But just a foul, apparently. And at Willie Nonto, that's the third time he's had to talk to Willie Nonto, the referee. But nothing. Rudoni trying to get away from one, and eventually a free kick. And now we're going to see the yellow card for Nonto. That would be the fourth time he'd been involved, maybe the fifth time he's been involved with something. But no, the referee just pats him on the back and said, "You carry on, pal." But Town, they have the opportunity to get the ball into the area. A one-man wall at the moment is Somerville, in line with the penalty area. 9 minutes added time. 9 minutes. Left arm up. In swinger. Over the head. Oh, nearly the goal for Huddersfield Town! Michael Hellick has scored in front of the Cowshed Loyal. And it's his 9th goal of the season. Coming on from the bench for the injured Yuta Nakayama. It's Michael Hellick. Leeds couldn't get it away. There was a shot by Ward at first. Parried by Millier. Leeds watch, but there he is, as fast as ever, as good as ever. Michael Hellick, 9 goals for him this season. He's missed the last few, but it's Huddersfield Town 1, Leeds United 0. And a bit of pyro out. And I'm pretty sure as that pyro's gone on, the police officers down on that side have probably taken them out. We've also got some more people being taken out by stewards and police. So Lee Nichols with the free kick somehow has taken it nearly 10 yards outside his penalty area, despite the free kick being inside the area. Why the referees allowed him to get away with that is beyond me. There's a bit of head tennis going on in the middle of the park. Firpo, and that's an absolute joke. What an absolute joke that is. The referee, how has he got that? He's given a second yellow card to Jonathan Hogg and red carded him. That is it, and that's ridiculous. All he's done is use his shoulder to win the header. That's an absolute joke. Because the Firpo's gone down on the ground, he's not even touched him. He's hit his arm and he's holding his head. The referee wants to be absolutely embarrassed. Should be embarrassed, because Junior Firpo is going to get up in a minute, absolutely fine. The referee has absolutely bottled it there. I mean, his arm's up a little bit.
It's very,
his arm's
very
up
high.
a little bit, but
is that an apology coming from Mr. Kane Hall? That is a high.
No, because he's got his arm's already up there. He's not thrown the arm. But here on HWD Hospital Radio, it's Kane Hall. Jonathan Hogg sent off just before half time. It is a good, cracking Yorkshire derby. This Town currently just holding themselves at the moment, looking fairly well against a team who probably the most formed team in Europe. Huddersfield Town 1, Leeds United 0. Welcome back to the John Smith Stadium as the Town players are now back out onto the field. There will be a change though for Huddersfield Town. Alex Matos is ready to come onto the field. There's a booze ring around the stadium as the referee is back out onto the field. Danny Ward will be the man to come off. I'm not surprised at that one. I feel for Danny. I thought that's one of his best games I've seen him play, in all honesty, for a long time. But it does make sense to bring Danny Ward off. There's players with energy, a lot more energy, who'll be able to do that job for Town. out there. Huddersfield Town 1, Leeds United 0. Jonathan Hogg sent off for the home side as Rutter gets into the area, pass 3, shoots, and that is an awful, awful shot. It's that bad, it's gone out for a throw over on the far side, in line with the penalty spot. That was shocking. He'd done some great work before, round 1, round 2, but that was possibly one of the worst shots I've ever seen in my life.
He must have been watching your show reel.
Mine always going top bins. And Dan James, brave header by Dan James as Spencer. And there should be a yellow card for Rutter as he's late. Hey, and you can hear the fans. Oh, wow. That's the biggest cheer of the game so far as the referee eventually goes into his pocket to give a yellow card to a Leeds player. All the Leeds defenders are midway down the Town half, and Ampadu passes, just gets to Rodon. Bergzog was there in case. Connor Roberts, free inside the area, crosses, goal for Patrick Bamford. He's done nothing all game, he's been behind it, but I said earlier, all he needs to do, put him inside the area, and he'll be on in the end of it. It's Huddersfield Town 1, Leeds United 1. 6 minutes added time. 6 minutes for Town to hold on. As Leeds have got to defend themselves a corner here from this right hand side for Leeds in front of their away fans. What a time this would be to get a winner. Dan James, right foot, left arm up, corner from this right side, in swinger towards the near post, headed through everybody. Somerville at the back post, looking to cross again, cleared away by Michael Helik as Leeds fans shout handball again, but it hits him in the midriff. Tom Lees is asking, can they get this ball inside the box? One of the coaching staff said no, then Bryker went, yeah, get up there. Rodon looking to go centrally into Dan James. Rutter to Dan James. Bamford shoots wide. Rodoni will look to win this one in the air, loses out to Ampadu. Pearson long, what can Karoma do? Not much. Rodon wins the header. Matos forward. Rodoni, first touch he scored. Gives out to Sober Thomas down the left hand side. On the edge of the box, Sober Thomas, left foot shot, corner ball to Huddersfield Town. Can they get this one? They're being urged to go up because this will be the last action of the game. Sober Thomas, corner, down the left hand side for Town. Right foot, in swinger. All the Leeds players are back. Most of the Town players are in the box, 2 on the edges. Sober Thomas will look to cross. There's people stood up in front of the director's box. I can't see when it's going to come in, but it's looking as if it's going to go to the back post, and Billier punches clear, and that's it here at the John Smith Stadium. Huddersfield Town 1, Leeds United 1, and what a game it's been. A great West Yorkshire derby. Town probably deserved maybe a little bit more out of that one. It would have been nice to see the 11 v 11 for the full game. The referee was poor in the first, had a better game in the second, and allowed it to flow. Leeds came here probably thinking it was going to be a lot easier than what it was. The fans certainly did, the media team certainly did from what we heard inside, but Town were not there for the taking like they imagined.
Good day today, Yorkshire derby obviously. Hopefully had a good few listeners on. I knew Huddersfield would be better than what a lot of people expected. Leeds still very good side, but today they just lacked that creativity, a little bit too predictable. Second half when they had a man extra, they should have been putting that ball in the box. And instead they just tried to play it too much. You know, Somerville, cracking player, but he's always putting onto his right foot and then finding the pass or looking for a shot, but he's from too far out. Yeah, I thought Leeds just needed that bit more of trying to create something rather than keeping hold of it. That's probably what went against them today. I thought the fans from both sets were good, but Huddersfield are a lot better than what people think. And you know, obviously, yes, they were down to 10 men, but it just shows that they're able to hold on for a draw. And it feels like a victory to some, but who knows what it would have been if it had been 11 versus 11. I thought they looked to try and create. They had a spell, 10-15 minutes where they just put everything in the box, winning corners, and they looked really good. But I thought the ref took the sting out of the game in the first half, very inconsistent, but the second half let it run, and that's why Leeds looked good. And I thought, like I say, if it had let it run like that all game, it would have been a quality West Yorkshire derby. But I think both teams can be happy. I think both fans should be happy. You know, Leeds will still be good, they'll still be looking for automatic promotion, and by what I've seen recently of Town, they're going to be staying up. So yeah, positive for both teams.
Go on then.
Keep on then.